So the other day on Threads, I posted that it feels disrespectful, the whole Ghibli AI thing. And a few people got upset about what I said, which made me think, why wouldn't they think this was disrespectful? Why would they think this is respectful of Ghibli, of Hayao Miyazaki, of Isao Takahata, and all the brilliant animators at the studio? I mean, even setting aside the fact that Hayao Miyazaki back in 2016, while looking at a test of an AI generated animation, said that this technology is an insult to life itself. Because, first of all, Ghibli has not given any expression of agreement or consent to any of this. Sure, art styles are not copyrighted, but you're literally typing Ghibli into the ChatGPT. You're not saying, express me as a 90s style Japanese OVA. You know who you're taking from. So if you're assuming that Ghibli would be okay with this, well, it's typically disrespectful to assume consent, to assume that the studio would want this. But let's make it a little more flexible, a little more open to interpretation, because some people say it's an homage, it's an act of respect and admiration and honor towards the studio, to which I say, do you even know Ghibli? In The Wind Rises, a 4-second crowd scene took animator Eiji Yamamori 1 year and 3 months to complete because the animator gave each person in the crowd their own story within those 4 seconds. Everyone is so painstakingly alive and unique in that scene. Any other studio would have said, let's use technology to skip the effort. No one's going to notice. No one's going to look at each and every person in that crowd. But Ghibli said we need to do it this way because they believe in that effort. So explain to me how and why would this Studio Ghibli think all of this is fine? This Studio Ghibli that believes in the human touch so closely. And at that point, if you're still saying, well, it doesn't matter, I'm going to do what I want, well, that implies your actions are being made regardless of what Studio Ghibli wants or thinks. And how is that not disrespect? I mean, I'm not telling people not to do it. Have your fun, have your laughs. I support that. I just don't support people lying, whether it's to other people or themselves. At least just be honest that you're doing this solely for your enjoyment and you're not thinking about what it means to Studio Ghibli. Because I don't care how many times people tell me that I must be fun at parties, but if you truly loved Ghibli, you would at least hesitate a little to stay your hand from entering that prompt. Because unless you're an apathetic person, you don't disrespect something you love like this.